Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. This particular video, and indeed live broadcast because we are live at the moment, is all about how I run my business, or in this case businesses. This is an informational video. It's been viewer requested so many times. I did a video about a week and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer, and I put the question out there, if you want to see a dedicated video about how I run my business and keep organised, motivated, focused, how I make a success of things, work-life balance, etc., then to let me know. And I was inundated, and I mean inundated, with requests. So I want to open this up to a Q&A session later on in the video. But first of all, I want to give you a little bit of background. I've been running my own businesses for 25 years now, and my current businesses, there's been a lot more changes and moves and different paths that I've taken throughout those years. But my current businesses include content creation on YouTube and social media, also social media marketing. I work with a lot of brands. We'll come on to all of these individual aspects a little bit later on. I also make commercial videos. Now, this isn't commercials. I don't make like little mini adverts that appear on telly. I make business orientated videos or business requested videos, and that could be things like talks. It could be things like product demonstrations. It could be sales videos for companies to use internally with their salespeople or their marketing departments. And I also do a lot of affiliate marketing. That's one of the main questions I get asked, and we'll cover all of these throughout this particular video, throughout this live broadcast. Now, this is a live video, so of course you can ask questions. There's the live chat there, and I'll come on to answering some of your questions. So hold fire on your questions for the moment. I just want to give you some context into what I do. I'll answer some of your questions later on in the live chat. And also, if you're watching this after the live broadcast, you can still ask questions. You can use the comment section below. So please do ask questions in the comment section. I'll answer as many as I can. So content creation for YouTube and social media, that's primarily what you, the viewer, see me do every single day. So what happens that makes that happen? How do I make these videos? Well, I either spend half a day or a day, a sort of dedicated time researching products, or products are sent in on sort of on speculation that I like to cover them. Not all of them make it into videos. If I'm sent products on spec without being asked about it, then I need to assess those products and see whether they fit with my audience, whether you'd be interested in a video. I'd say probably around about 70% of them make it. Sometimes I'm sent really weird products, makeup products, things to do with like baby bars and baby carriers. I'm sent some really random stuff, and not all of those are relevant to my audience. They're not relevant to you, so they don't make it on the channel. The sort of big bulk of the products that you see reviewed here are ones that I've researched and been in contact with the brands about. And because I've been making videos on YouTube for over 12 years now, I'm in a pretty good position. You know, they do respond to me quite well, but it wasn't always like that. And I get asked this a lot as to how do you get started. And really, if you speak about what you're passionate about in your videos, then the brands and the companies that are interested in you and the viewers watching your videos will come naturally. Don't try and make a fight for it and insist on being sent products and keep on badgering companies until you've established some sort of audience and some sort of, I don't know, some sort of style of your own. Then I think things will come a lot more naturally. Now, when the products are sent in, they're all unboxed initially. So if I get like 3 or 4 products in, then I unbox all 4, and then I begin sort of testing, playing with them, checking them out. With smartphones, I like to have them at least sort of a couple of days before I do my initial impressions, and at least a week with a product before I give you my review. This is a good tip for you if you do make videos, especially product oriented videos, is I always take a picture, a top down picture when I open the box, because once I've done all the testing, I normally put everything back in the box. Sometimes you see things on my desk here and they're already out of the box, but sometimes I do an unboxing for you. If that happens, I've sort of packed everything back in carefully so it looks like it's coming out of the box for the first time. Then I do either a live broadcast like I'm doing now, or a pre-recorded video. Pre-recorded video is all planned, a lot nicer shots. I do some panning shots, close up of the products, then I edit it and upload it to the channel, ready to be broadcast to you, the viewer. With a live broadcast, it's something like me sitting here showing you the product, and then when the video's done, I just put the tags and keywords in, and then it comes on to promotion. So I always promote the video via social media, things like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn if it's a business orientated video, and then the products, not all of them, but the larger products, especially things like smartphones, are normally returned to the company, so they're packed up and returned. Some products are shelved for future videos, so they might appear in a comparison video or just in a video in the future, and some of them, very occasionally, I get to keep some cases and things like that. Some of those are sold or given away to friends and family. I used to do giveaways on the channel, I don't do that anymore. We come on to some of what the other bits that I do, like social media marketing, focusing on my day commercial videos very shortly. But let's take a look inside the live chat. We've got plenty of you in the live chat. A big hello to Dazza, to Sue Jalpreet, Maurizio Garcia and S Baggins. You're the first 4 in the live chat. There's plenty more of you. So many of you coming in live. I really do appreciate it. The Q&A section will be coming up very shortly. But let's move on to some of the other bits I do. Social media marketing, big thing, big sort of keywords that people say they're an influencer. I don't particularly like that word, although it might still be in my profile. But social media marketing is really what I would categorize part of my business. And that's very similar to making the video, but it might not necessarily be video oriented content. So what it might be is a write-up on the website. It might be a series of tweets, it might be an Instagram photo, or it might be tweets obviously backed up by photos as well to make them more interactive with people who are seeing them. It might be a Facebook post. All these different platforms, and this discussion goes on with whoever you're doing the marketing for before that marketing begins. Something very important with social media marketing, and indeed YouTube videos, so it applies to both, is if money is changing hands, if this is like going to be a sponsored tweet, it must be marked as such. You have to be transparent with the people who are reading it. You'll have seen me recently tweeting out a lot about a particular brand. Those are always hashtagged with ad, so that you're transparent about the fact that you've been paid to do whatever you're doing. Very important that you remain transparent. There are laws in certain countries about this, including in the UK, so it's important that you do that. Now, what's key to the above, and running every business in fact, but really important if you're doing what I do, which is multiple things throughout the day, is time management. It's really important to manage your time correctly. And I do that in various ways. First of all, I don't multitask too much. I used to, years ago, try and do this on this, and I'd do social media here, I'd have my emails open, I'd flick between everything. Now it's very, very strict the way I set out my day. So I have planned time for doing videos, planned time for doing researching, planned time for responding to emails, and then time sort of in the morning and in the evening for doing responses to social media comments, things like comments on videos, tweets, answering questions, emails that come in from viewers. So very specific times, and I always plan my days. I plan my days working, and I also plan my days off as well. You have to have time off to recharge those batteries. And I still do it old school way. I want to just show you this. We've got all this technology around us. I run a technology channel, but I still use, look, this is my planner for, I think this is into November. So this is my planning for one of the days or weeks in November. And I still do it on paper. Pen and paper, just so I've got that visual aspect of what I'm doing, and I can block out sort of blocks of time during the day to do specific tasks, and that allows me to keep very organized and very focused. It's really easy to be distracted. I also have another planner here. I use multiple planners for different things. But it's very easy to lose focus and lose track of the day and say, oh, I'll just do this for an hour or so. You have to be quite rigid with things, including with friends and family. Sometimes that can be a distraction as well. And if you're really determined to make a success of your business, you know, your friends and family have to know that you're working. And when they accept that, you've planned time off as well, then I think it makes things a lot easier. So do plan time off, time away from your work completely. Shut everything away. If you work in an office, it's not so bad. If you've got a dedicated office for your business or another building for your business, it's a little bit easier because then you can just come home. If you work in your home, try and shut everything away, cover it up. If you can't put it away in a cupboard, cover it up with a cloth. That's a very easy solution. And then concentrate time on your friends and family and on yourself, to give yourself time to recharge. You'll think a lot clearer if you do that as well. Look after your mind. Commercial videos. I mentioned that I make commercial videos. Now, these are videos I make for companies. Not all of them you will see on YouTube. Some of them might be just for Facebook. Some of them might be just for Amazon. I did a lot of videos for a company for their Amazon product videos. And some of them will just be for internal use. Perhaps they're doing some sales training, so it'd be for their training their sales staff. Or adverts to promote their products. Or indeed event coverage. I do a lot of event coverage as well, where I'll go to an event and do the social media, like tweeting, Instagram stories, which is a big thing. I'll do that for an event and then perhaps publish a video afterwards as well on YouTube about the event. And all of these sort of commercial things are paid for. So the company pays me to do them. If I'm then just giving the product I've done to the company, then I don't need to tell anyone about it. It's just between me and the company, the contract that I've got drawn up between the two parties involved. If it's then something I put out as a video on Geekanoids, then I have to say to you that it's sponsored or an advert. Affiliate marketing. We'll come on to affiliate marketing very shortly, because that is one of the biggest questions that I get asked all the time. So let's take a look inside the live chat very briefly again. And you can start putting your questions in now. If you've got any business related questions, leave them in the live chat and I'll come back to them and answer them if I can. And also, if you're watching after the live broadcast on the main Geekanoids channel, you can pop your questions in the comments section below. We've got plenty more of you tuning in. We've got Gavin Jones. Hello to you, Gavin. Also to Damien Banks. Thank you very much. Talking about SkyQ. SkyQ is awesome. I've got SkyQ myself and I thoroughly agree. Awesome system. Let's move back to what I got asked about the most, which was affiliate marketing. Now, every product that I cover on the channel, and if you're a content creator, every product that you cover, or if you have a website, every product that you write about, if it's a physical product, or indeed even if it's a service, has a potential earning opportunity. Affiliate marketing, just to explain what it is if you've got company A selling a product and you advertise that product for them, albeit by a video or by writing about it or just by using it and loving the product, plenty of companies now offer affiliate marketing schemes, and they will give you a customized link, a customized URL, www.productx, and then maybe your name after it. And then when somebody clicks on that link and purchases that product, that link tracks the fact that the sale came from you. And then you will get a small percentage. It could be 1%, could be 2%, could be a generous 10%. You get a small percentage of that sale for not even handling the product or service. So you can team up with larger companies, affiliate marketing companies as well, that give you lots of different websites and brands that you can work with. Or perhaps you work with a brand directly and they set you up this affiliate marketing link. And it's got a very, very good earning potential because each sale earns you a small commission. And I've always been taught to look after the pennies and then the pounds look after themselves. So if you're only earning a few pence per sale, but you get a few thousand sales, then it all adds up. And like I say, every single product that you promote or that you like using or that you talk about or that you write about has a potential to earn you some commission if a sale goes through. So there are many affiliate programs. You can join either direct with the manufacturers and retailers, or indeed you can go direct to the companies that or direct to companies that allow you to share links with multiple vendors or websites or retailers. I'm not going to name any here because they vary in quality and I haven't tested them all. I tend to work with just a couple of companies and also direct with manufacturers and brands. big tip as well coming up about organising your business and your finances. Very, very big tip. So do stay tuned for that. Let's pop back into the live chat. I've seen LVCO99 saying, what is your main source of income? My personal main source of income out of all the things I've talked about today is the commercial videos, working direct with brands and companies and making videos for them, purely because that's got a bigger value to them. It gives them a sort of a video that they can then use for selling products, marketing, sales, etc. So that's got a bigger value to them and thus a bigger value to me as well. But I didn't start doing commercial videos straight away. It was sort of after being on the platform on YouTube for a good few years that I started to get asked about making videos because people liked what they were seeing on YouTube. So it was sort of almost as though YouTube was a platform for me to stand on, to be seen, and then be approached and connect with brands and companies. But that is the biggest percentage of my overall revenue is from commercial videos. Gavin Jones saying that he also uses 2 companies in a similar way. So Gavin Jones, sounds like you do affiliate marketing already, and it can be very, very lucrative. Anyway, I wanted to tell you this big tip. This is something I learned the hard way. I've been self-employed, running my own businesses for over 25 years now, and I used to do my business accounts because if you generate revenue, if you generate income, pretty much in every country that I know, you have to pay some sort of income tax. So you have to keep records. You have to keep your receipts, records of what you spend, records of what you earn, i.e. what you invoice to companies and what they pay you. I have to keep records of any revenue I make from the views on YouTube. I have to keep details of what I earn from affiliate marketing. All of that has to be recorded, and I used to do my accounts maybe once a year, sort of maybe a few weeks before they were due, and I used to have a big box of all these receipts, and it was crazy. I used to have to go through all of these receipts, put them into a spreadsheet. I didn't use an accounting package back then. I used to have to find missing receipts, missing transactions, reconcile what was on the spreadsheet with my bank account so that everything matched and was accurate. It was a mess. So my big tip for you, and this has transformed the way I do my accounting, is to do your accounts once a month. So every time you invoice something, file that in like a box or a tray. Every time you pay out on something, i.e. you buy something or a service, then print out that invoice or that receipt, put it in the tray, and then once per month do your accounts, get them all up to date every month, because then when it comes to the end of the year and you have to file your accounts for tax purposes, you've only got to do a month's worth of accounts, top and tail it, check everything is as it should be, and then you can file your accounts. It's so much easier. It took away so much stress from me personally when I started doing that, and I just really recommend it. Now it's obviously up to you whether you use a simple spreadsheet to do that, whether you use an accounting software, a piece of software, or whether you use some sort of accounting service, or whether you use an accountant. But if you do that monthly and you still use an accountant at the end of the year to file your taxes, your bill from your accountant is going to be a lot less as well. I personally use QuickBooks Self-Employed. This isn't an advert. This is not an advert. I've used QuickBooks Self-Employed, I think I'm in my 4th year now, and it makes it so much easier for me. So I can highly recommend that. So anyway, before we move on to the questions, my main advice is always remain professional. Whatever comes in your path, if you're really focused on what you're doing and you get little sort of hiccups that you have to get over, challenges, always remain professional. Be different and unique to others. I started off on YouTube when there wasn't many people doing tech reviews, and now there are thousands of people. So I've tried to differentiate myself by mixing up my content and doing a lot of it live. So sort of be unique, be different, offer something different to people, whether that's in video or content creation or a completely different business. You have to differentiate yourself, and it's hard work. Being self-employed is not easy. Remain focused, of course, but prepare yourself. You're going to be working long hours. If you're going to dedicate yourself to business success, it is hard work, very, very hard work. And then the main piece of advice, I mentioned this earlier, is take downtime. Even if you have to schedule it and put it in your diary, take time for your family, friends, and of course yourself. That is very, very important, both physically and mentally. It's really important to take time out for yourself and away from your work. So anyway, back to the live chat. We've got off-topic question, which I will answer, of course. Sujalpreet Singh, 64GB is 64GB a lot for a smartphone? I found that in all my years of using smartphones, I've always bought like the higher model or just one step down. And if I look at my usage, 64GB, even for myself, who takes a lot of photos and videos, has always been enough. So, but I wouldn't go any lower than 64GB. But I do think that is plenty enough. And also Gavin Jones saying that he uses QuickBooks as well. There you go. That is a good recommendation. We've also got plenty of you tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We're at 20 minutes now, so I think we're going to wind things up. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that's given you an insight into how I run my businesses, and also an insight in how I remain organised and focused. If you've got any questions at all, business orientated questions, please do pop them down in the comment section below. Check out my links down in the video description area as well, because even though this particular video is not product related, I've still got my affiliate links down there. Doesn't cost you a penny extra to use them, but it gives me a kickback and helps support the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please do share a link to it, hit the like button, all that good stuff. Have a fantastic week ahead, everyone. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in another video very soon.